Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you are located on this sensational planet called Earth, I hope you are having a fantastic day, evening, or night, wherever you happen to be located on our humble planet. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the world of 3D creation. I'm using Blender, one of the world's definitely known 3D packages. The version don't matter. As long as it's greater than 2.80, you can be 2.80, 2.84, 2.85, whatever, or 2.90, 91, whatever. I'm having to be using 2.82a, the version that's native to my Ubuntu Studio software. So let me get right in. The title for the day is IK rigging and controlling the bone rotation. What I mean by that, yes, I've been using IK bone movement, but it seemed like the bone never line up with that IK bone. It's easy on them videos that I be watching on YouTube. It's easy on them YouTube videos that we be saying, but when it comes to practicality and you using it, it seems like it's always something wrong. So let's jump right in to my little sample. Sorry that he don't look great, but you know, at least you know I got Blender skills. I'm not using Harold the Cube or Plane or Susanna. You can say, hey, look, he can make a humanoid body. Man, I look perfect. I've made some perfect looking humanoid bodies, but it's just a demonstration for this. So the body don't need to be all that fantastic. I should have changed the color of the body. You know, with metcaps. I may do that in the future. I'm getting tired of looking at this gray color all the time. But anyway, here we go. I'm coming over here to see my bones. All my bones, I call it my upper arm is upper arm. I just use the initials UA for upper arm. LA for lower arm. Then I had one for my hand. Why is this? So I better call this hand. Hand. Alright. There's one body thing, because I'm not making them sophisticated. I'm just showing IK. I'll call it root. My leg, upper leg, rotated. Lower leg. I have foot. I have toes. And now for my IK bones, I have one called for my knee. It's called knee pole. For my foot IK control, I'll call it foot IK. For my hand, you see over here on my right, it's called hand IK. Then I have one called elbow control. There's many videos on how to set your bones. I'm not going to show you how to do all that. I want to show you how to control that bone movement. So let's jump right in. And I'm going over a little bit of IK too. I click on this, my lower leg bone, lower leg. I'm gonna click on. I'm gonna go to pose mode. Let's click on the blue bone that's encased in that ellipse. Click on it. Add constraint. Inverse kinematic. My target, you know, is called armature. My bone for this leg is my foot IK right there, nice and simple. My pole, or I gotta go back to pole target. I go back to armature. My bone is the knee target. Let's see if I can find it. Knee pole, good, it's set up. Now I want to have the chain lengths. I want to give it 2, 1, 2. That controls how far up. Or that's how you put a limitation on how far up it will control your particular armature. Let's see if it's working. Oh, and there's something else so good. It's not working perfectly, and I know why. It's a good lesson. Good lesson. Let's go to edit mode. Let's zoom in. Look at my bone right here. You see? Let me rotate it some more. Bring it over. The bone is too straight. For the IK bone to work properly, it has to be a little bend in it, a little teeny bend. It don't gotta be a lot. So let me just bend it a little bit. Alright, it's bent. Then it should work. Let's go back to pose mode. Let me zoom out. Let me grab that the foot IK. Now it says bending, and it's facing the direction of that pole target. Now there's one more technique I learned about the IK control and the pole target. When I move that foot IK, you see the pole target not moving anywhere. It's not moving. To make it move, let's go back to edit mode. I'm just going to have them connected. I click on my pole. Then I'm going to click on my IK controller. So I'm basically doing a parent. The pole is the child, and the IK foot controller is the parent. Hit Control P. I want to keep offset, and there's that black line, and you'll see what that does. Go back to pose mode. Now see, that's one thing to get mad, but it always get distorted. But okay, see, it's moving. You see the pole is moving with the direction that I move that bone in. See, the bone should be is moving with it. Okay, so the foot has been set up with no hassle, no glitches. Thank God for that. Now let's go over here. Now see, it's always gonna be something wrong, cause I'm saying when them people on YouTube show you the IK controller, they just show you an IK for the foot. The IK control for a leg. That's how they show you. Or they show you an IK control for a hand. I never once saw a person do a full IK tutorial where it can an IK for the hand and an IK for a foot. And that's what I want to get into. Say it ain't gonna work perfectly all the time. So let me click on my controller bone, my lower arm. You click back on that blue bone encased in the ellipse. Click on it. Go to add constraints. Then we go to inverse kinematics. Click on the target is my armature. That makes sense. The bone I want to control is the hand IK. Let me look for it. Where is it at on here? It hit his hand IK. That's it. Yeah, that was irritating me. Why things I keep moving around a little bit. The pole target. Follow my armature. Okay. Now the bone I want to control, half my pole target is my elbow. Elbow pole. And you can leave pole angle alone for now. Iteration, you can leave it alone. The chain, that's the most important. So I want to go up the arm 2 things. Okay, that's good. Now, if you look over to my left, you see how twisted up that arm is. See? Nobody ever taught me that. You have to use the pole angle to fix that. To make it look somewhat decent again. I want to go to edit mode again. I want to click on my pole target. Yes. Then I'm going to click on my IK hand controller. I click. You remember you do Control P, keep offset. So they'll move in collaboration. Alright. Let's go back to pose mode. I click on my hand. And see, look at that. It's not moving. When I bend that arm, it's not facing that pole target. It's not. It took me a week to figure out what happened. The more you use Blender, there's some stuff you gotta learn without nobody. There's no YouTube. I ain't seen no YouTube videos to show me how to correct this. I had to figure this out on my own. A lot of head scratching. Alright, so bear with me. I'm not perfect. I only discovered a couple days ago. The thing that helped me have that bone bend in the direction. See, you see, it's not bending in the direction of my pole target. I wanted to move to bend in the direction of the pole target. I had to click on let me see. I had to click on the bone properties tab. Then you go to location. And I had to go to the one called rotation, where you see my mouse at. Let me see if I can get something out here. If I can do one of them layers. I'm looking for so I can write on my screen. I don't see that lag control. I might have to go over that some more to practice using the lag. Maybe because I'm in pose mode. It may not want me to write in pose mode, but okay. But anyway, we see the bone is bending towards the ground, not in the direction of the arcade. So you have to bend it properly with that green bone properties, and I had to monkey around with the rotation. Now I had to so I'm gonna type in the values that I had earlier and let me see if it worked. I had -11 and 8/10. I had for X, I had 12 and 6/10. For Y, I had 8 and 2/10. And for Z, earlier I had 3.8/10. Alright, now let's see what happened. Okay, yuck. See? Oh, so it's bending. Now my bone moved for some reason, but look. It's bending the way I want it to bend. That's it, my good people. The video is over. So I got it to bend the way I did by using that rotation stuff. And I can go back and fix it with my bones, because I see my arm a little bit twisted. I can go back and fix it up a little bit with the with this. Oh, is that the max? Well, you can go. I can't use the pole talk because it's at -180. So let me go down to the bone properties. Let's click on there. Okay, what them values I had at earlier? But the main thing, even though my bones move, that's one thing I hate about this stuff. How bones move around with this arcade control is still functioning the way I want it to move. Oh, I know what happened. See, I put it to my I got the information on my pole target. So I'm gonna reset my pole target to see what and do it the way I did earlier. But that's something new to me too. So I don't have to control that actual target bone. I can put it on my pole target. But I'm gonna put it the way I learned earlier. I'm gonna go right to the bone I had the constraint on. Put it back to 0. Alright, I'm going to the bone I had the constraint on. I'm gonna type that same information in. Rotation W. I had -11, 8/10. X, I had 12, 6/10. For Y, I had 8, 2/10. And for Z, I had 12 and 8/10. Alright, let's see what happened. Oh, see that did, and my bones didn't move. Since I had all that information stored on the constraint bone, you see this time my pole target did not move and it looks perfect. So that's it, people. If you setting up those arcade pole targets controller for your bones for a whole body, like I said, most YouTube videos what I saw they only focus on arcade control for a leg or arcade control just for an arm. I never saw anyone do arcade control for an entire humanoid shape. I said my humanoid don't look perfect, but you know it's a humanoid. I've made better looking people before, but this is a demonstration lesson. Like I said, it took me weeks to scratch my head. So now you have it in your arsenal to prepare for animation, which I'm ready for now. I'm ready for animation. I'm going to learn how to do the walk cycle. I'm ready to become an animator now. My blender skills have gotten to that level. I can make any mesh I can visualize. I mean, I'd be perfect like my little humanoid, but you know it's a humanoid. Like I said, I made it a lot better. But anyway, if you enjoyed this lesson on taking control, making adjustments to those arcade bones and the pole target's rotation. Give me a thumbs up, because this is something big. If you have a simple way of saying how I can adjust my pole target, the bend of the bone to face that pole target, let me know. Because I was scratching my head for a week thinking about it, fighting over it. How can I get my bone to point towards or bend toward that pole target like it's now? Look at that. Look how perfect it is. Look how perfect it is. It's bending that way the way I want, like a real arm. That's how your arm really bend. Let me know. If you would like to subscribe for future content I want to discuss in Blender, be my guest and subscribe. Until the next time, 3D family, Blender family. Keep struggling with Blender. Never give up. Make the simplest thing you can. That's how I learned. Make simple things. Worry about simple things. Then you move to the complex things. Till the next time, dear family. Peace.